Memento Mori, a Latin phrase that serves as a reminder of the inevitability of death and encourages the reflection of mortality, roughly translated to remember that you must die. Turn-based RPGs. I've never been one to play them religiously. From my experience, I've only been able to play through like the first few hours before stopping out of boredom. The games I usually play are very fast-paced and fairly competitive. Now compare that to RPGs. The walls of text to read to understand the story, the long, worn-out battles that last an eternity, the overload of information that slaps you in the face. I wouldn't be able to finish one even if I tried. You probably read the title of this video and you're probably wondering, what got me into Persona 3 Reload? I couldn't have just been scrolling on my TikTok For You page and constantly spammed with Persona 3 Reload content. Right?
Is that fucking Teddy Gat shit I've been seeing?
I'm spending $100 on a game that I don't even know if I can finish. Even my friends were sharing their hesitation. Knowing my financial decisions, they were telling me the risks involved with buying the game, and I bought the game. $100 down the drain. When starting the game, I noticed the music was pulling me in. The first time I heard the song at Paulownia Mall, I was straight jamming. Full Moon Full Life, Wanna Be Close, Iwatorai Dorm. Even if throughout the game these songs would keep repeating, I could never get enough of it. The game plays like your normal turn-based RPG. You take turns with each of your teammates to attack an enemy with either your weapon or your persona. Each enemy, or shadow, has a weakness that can be exploited. What's special about the MC is that you're able to use multiple personas in battle, gaining the advantage by picking a specific persona according to the shadow's weakness. The MC, or Makoto Yuki, is recruited into a group called the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, aka SEES, to rid of the shadows that plague the city. It's up to SEES to erase the Dark Hour and Tartarus and save the city from its evil grip. 4 months after joining SEES, the group decides to travel to Yakushima for a summer break. While there, we meet a strange woman who we later find out is actually an anti-shadow suppression weapon. At first appearance, she looks like a normal girl, but she is very much robotic, even down to her voice and personality. But when she comes into contact with Makoto, she seems very adamant to be with him, even saying herself,
I have been searching for you. My highest priority is to be at your side.
She even begins to go to school with Makoto, as to never lose his side. At the start of November, we find out that a new student is transferring to our class, Ryoji Mochizuki, an outgoing, flirtatious type that seems to get all of the girls' attention. All of them except Aigis. Aigis is suspicious of Ryoji, even claiming that he is dangerous. Every interaction with Ryoji, she is very cold and demeaning, and she is often very blunt with her feelings towards him. She doesn't have a reason to, though. She has no clue why she has this very cautious feeling towards Ryoji until the next full moon. Aigis seems to be missing and is unavailable to talk to at school or at the dorm for a month. We find out that she was recovering from her battle with Ryoji Mochizuki, otherwise known as Death. When recovered by the Keijo group, her personality module developed human emotions, though she struggles to comprehend these new feelings. She deeply regrets imprisoning Death inside of Makoto, and believes that the group wouldn't be suffering if that weren't the case. Turns out, Ryoji Mochizuki's very existence marks the prophecy of the fall and the death of humanity. His existence is only a means of Nyx's arrival. But seeing as how Ryoji has a deep connection with SEES, he offers them an ultimatum. Kill him, and they won't have to suffer until the day of the fall. They would have their memories erased, and they would have never remembered Tartarus or the Dark Hour.
So, have you made a decision? Then, I'll be waiting in his room until midnight. Come see me when you have your answer.
Ryoji-kun.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't let the fact that you have to kill me influence your decision. Like I said, I'm gonna disappear either way. I don't have any hang-ups about dying, so you don't need to worry about me. All right. I'll be waiting.
I'll fuck with you, gang.
Have you made your decision?
I have.
I see. Have the rest of you decided?
No need to ask me.
You know how I feel.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't on board.
I'm with the rest of you.
I'm on board too.
I've made my decision as well.
Sounds like we're all on the same page.
Better let him know then, okay?
It seems like you all decided to let me live. You're all going to risk your lives on a battle you can't win. But they're not the ones here right now. You are. I'll say this one more time. If you kill me, Tartarus, the Dark Hour, and the memories of your battles will all disappear. Tomorrow, you'll wake up as a normal high school student. You'll be able to live in peace until the moment of the fall. But if you let me live, you'll spend every waking moment until that day dreading your inevitable death. Nyx can't be defeated. It's pointless to fight her. Are you still thinking, or have you already made up your mind?
My decision determines the rest of our lives. I must choose wisely. We're gonna stay as is. We're gonna fight.
I guess I wasn't able to change your mind. This is your last chance.
You're gonna fight me for it?
Tell me your answer.
Spare Ryoji. I'm gonna spare you, brah. I don't care. I don't care about Nyx or nothing. The group decides not to kill Ryoji and will attempt to defeat Nyx and her plan to destroy humanity. Defeating Nyx, a being that cannot be defeated, seems almost impossible. You begin Aigis' social links shortly after New Year's, whereas the fall will happen at the end of the month. I spent most of the month talking to Aigis because I was curious and wanted to talk to a robot. I wondered what she had to say, not only concerning the death of all humanity, but what she thinks about on a day-to-day basis. Her social link revolves around her understanding her newfound emotions. She frequently talks about things she never gave any thought of before, like the importance of shrines or the feelings of a lonely cat owner. After being bit by a stray dog, she is reminded of an inevitable truth. While her heart may become more human, she is still a machine. The more human she becomes, the more she realizes she may never become a human herself. This results in her having a major identity crisis, contemplating the purpose of her very being.
It's sad to think about, but you and I will have to part one day as well. And then, I'll never be able to see you again. There are so many things in life I don't understand. It's filled with so much pain. You meet others, forge relationships, and spend time with them. And then they're gone, leaving you behind, leaving you alone.
If she will outlive the very person she swore to protect, what is there to live for? After a long battle, Makoto Yuki is able to seal off Nyx, preventing the end of humanity. But in turn, he sacrifices his life. Just before the final battle with Nyx, Cease decides that they should meet up at the school rooftop on the third year's graduation day, even if they forgot about everything that happened. Almost all of Cease forgot what happened after the battle. All except for one. Aigis. Aigis invites Makoto to the school rooftop. There, during the final moments of Makoto's life, she tells him her revelation on the meaning of life.
The wind. It feels so nice. I admit, I'm finally noticing the beauty of spring. It's wonderful. And yet, without exception, each and every season will come to an end. We fought side by side. We faced the world's end. And now, I'm finally beginning to understand what it was I'd been searching for. I always wondered what it really meant to live. Now I think it's following your heart, fighting for what you can change, and accepting the things you can't. Nothing on this earth lasts forever. Every life will one day fizzle out. That holds true for all of us, and as soon as you come to terms with it, you realize something. You see what really matters, and find out what it is that gives your life meaning. When I learned that I wasn't strong enough, I was tormented by it. Now I understand why. Protecting others is the duty I was given. But to me, it was more than an obligation. At some point, it became something I wanted to do for myself. Once I decided to try and prevent the fall, something inside me clicked. When I thought about how I might never see you again, that's when I first understood what mattered to me the most. And so, I made up my mind. What I want is to protect you from now until the end of time. I want to stay by your side. And I know I'm not the only one out there who could do this. But still, I want to. Because I'm positive, if I do it for you, then nothing's a waste. My life will have meaning. So, thank you. Sorry. What's gotten into me? It's good. I finally found a reason to live. So why am I... They're here. I see it now. I have friends. We support each other through thick and thin. Not everything needs to be for some greater purpose. Just caring about someone can be enough. That's all we need to give our lives meaning. As for me, I found my path. And that's to protect you with my life. Thank you so much for everything. You must be tired. Go ahead and rest now. I'll be right here. I won't be going anywhere. In a moment, the others will be joining us.
What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna fucking wait. I'm not gonna close them. Okay. Oh.
be okay. I'm right by your side, here to protect you forevermore.
Wherever there is discussion of this game, they would always talk about the ending, and I tried my very hardest not to spoil myself while playing this game, even refusing to listen to Memories of You. And seeing this ending with my own eyes, I can see why it's one of the best. I mean, who wouldn't? We see Aigis, a character whose sole purpose of being created is to defeat shadows, finally understand the meaning of life and how she can move forward. Throughout the game, Makoto creates meaningful bonds with people around the city, and during those final moments with Nyx, he chooses to protect those people he's created meaningful relationships with. Even at the brink of death, walking around school as a functioning corpse for 2 months, he still finds a way to stay alive to fulfill his promise on graduation day, and that is fucking wild. It's no surprise that the game is about death, and no shit, it's inevitable, but no longer is the phrase memento mori seen as a grim reminder of death. Rather, it's an invitation to live. And I think that's pretty cool.
儚くたゆたむ世界を君の手で守ってから今はただ翼を畳んでゆっくり眠